Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? It's your boy, the franchise, aka the showstopper, better known as the GOW's Wrestling Tribal Chief, celebrating the special 200th episode of Dynamite with my guy, my brother, my family, my tag team partner, the flies in the room, Mr. 1, 2, 3, pin that ass down, K Breeze, and the host of all things AEW, King Tuco. Bro, what's good?
Man, what's good, man? It is AEW's 200th episode, man, and it's the Wednesday night block party, baby. And y'all know what it is, man. So you know your boys, man. We kicking it here, man, as we got the official first match for All In and Wembley, at the Wembley Stadium in London. We got MJF going up against Adam Cole for the AEW Championship, aka the Triple B. Bro, we gonna talk on this real quick, man, before we get into everything. I'm disappointed. I mean, we still got time till we get to it.
Yeah,
I felt like this was the time for the swerve of whoever was gonna do what. Somebody was gonna do something to somebody. Adam Cole didn't read that contract, but nothing happened. So we're gonna see what comes of it. But man, because I feel like MJF got one up on this. I thought it would be Adam Cole, but with the way that kind of went, then seeing Roddy Strong act like a bitch in the back, tossing and breaking stuff, and I mean, I'm pretty sure there's frustration there, but still at the same time, boy was having a spaz attack. What do you think, man? What do you think of What do you think was going? What do you think of what happened tonight, man? And how is this going to lead to really the anticipation of this main event?
First of all, before I reply to that, I just seen this. William Smith says, "Quick question: when Deshaun Watson comes out of the tunnel, does the Godfather music hit?"
It shouldn't, but that'd be fun.
I can neither confirm nor deny that one. Yeah, all right, but to answer your question, dude, so. I still don't know yet, and I know I'm being naive, man. I know this, and I know I shouldn't be as naive as I am. And you are correct. I believe there maybe is a clause or a stipulation in the contract because we know music artists tell you all the time, man. You got to read that fine print, because you might be stuck in perpetuity, which means forever. So it ain't no telling what little shenanigans is in there. And the fact that Cole didn't even attempt to read it, because I thought what he was going to do was when he held the contract, I thought he going to pretend to glance at it, catch something. Hey, wait a minute. No, he just looked, signed it, and just put it down. And then MJF kind of had like that little sly smile on him. And what's the greatest trick that the devil ever pulled was to convince the world that he didn't exist. So MJF came out with his whole sad, side quarter story and stuff like that. And got the people to feel sorry for him. And I'm like, yo, bro, he really got me confused right now because I'm like, okay, I still don't know who's going to turn first. Is it really going to be MJF or is it going to be Adam Cole? Like you say, you got Roddy Strong having the whole conniption fit backstage. I don't know what to make of it, but I will say this. We finally got our first match announced for AEW for All In. So that's that. And it's going to be a good one. And the fact that we got MJF, the one that proposed the match at All In, I'm like, all right, cool. Because he was like, yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. Oh, shit. Okay, there we go. Here go the turn. And they're like, nah, I'm going to do one better. I'm going to give you this match at the biggest show that we've ever had. I'm like, there you go. So I'm excited to see where it goes. Doug, what's up, brother?
Doug, what it do, man? What's up, William, man? Welcome to the show. But yeah, man. I was kind of a little. I just knew, okay, if this moment would come, something was gonna happen, and nothing really happened, which I was really kind of surprised by. But about.
Can I ask you a question real quick? To me, I know AEW got a big bag right now. I know Tony Khan got a big bag. Especially the whole extension with Warner Brothers and Discovery and all that. That's cool. But watching this tonight, bro, I know we talk about what made Impact Wrestling different in its glory days, and it was the presentation of it and the six-sided ring and all that, bro. To me, I don't know if it's the nostalgia kicking in or if I really truly feel this way, and I believe it's the latter. But I really think AEW should go back to its original format, man, with the tunnels and the original look of it. Like watching it tonight, it's giving me that feeling when I watched it for the first 2 years, man. Like, yo, like this truly feels like an alternative. With the new setup now, it kind of feels like they they're trying to be too pretty like WWE. I like the dark lining and the tunnels and the whole. Is it just me, man? Am I reading too much into it?
A little bit. They gotta evolve a little bit, man. I mean, they still got the tunnels. It's not as bright, um, and it's only bright like when you look. I mean, like in your background, like when you got like the logo of the 200 episodes, like they're highlighting that, but
Yeah,
they want to. I mean, you got to think about it, man. The screens that you used to have for when people used to come out, dude, you could barely read what the hell was what their Titantron was saying or what was on it.
yeah, yeah,
Like I like when Orange Cassidy music comes out because it's like certain because you got that big bright light and then it's like his music hits and then it's just that bright white and then it's just the little
yeah,
it's the little things about it, man. When you see Sammy
yeah,
Guevara's when he comes out and you see his little anime thing, like you can really see it in the
yeah,
music.
yeah,
So it's not it's not big. It's not truly big budget. Like it's still a small stage, and they still got they still got the tunnels. The heels, whatever, do what the heels and good guys do what they do. So there's no too much of a difference there. But um, them keeping to the core of bringing in new talent, old talent, now talent, whatever, um, and letting people see them. And like I said, when you got guys that you ain't never heard of before showing up and they showing out, it's like, man, wow, who is this guy? I want to see more of him, man. I'd love to see
right,
him
right,
do some more. So they still got that, but at the same time, you're seeing the growth of all the people that's been there. Like when you look at where the elite is now to where they at, where they were then to where they're at now. When you look at Hangman Page, where he was then to where he is now.
yeah,
Sammy Guevara, Daniel Garcia, where were they to now? The best friends, Darby Allin, like you got you because they evolved. You have to look at the company evolving. So
yeah.
Tony's he spicing it up a little bit, but for the most part, it still has its rugged. It still has that AEW thing to it. But yeah, they getting a little bit. So they got to look a little pretty. They got to pretty up a little bit. Just a little bit.
Real quick, man, I want to hit some of these comments. Doug says, "Hey, I think we acknowledged Double Doug. What's up, brother?"
What up,
Lee
Doug? What
says,
up, Lee?
Lee says, "What's up with the rumors of the women's locker room? Question mark. Are they gonna hold Willow back?" I didn't know anything about that part as far as Willow. I hope that ain't the case because Willow, and I think I can speak for you too. It's one of our favorites, that we
Oh yeah.
like. So I hope that
Oh yeah.
ain't the
One of
case.
those new people that I ain't know about. She showed up. I'm like, wow, I like her. There's something about her I like, and she's been on a run. She's the New Japan Strong. I think she's still the Strong Women's Champion. So, like, she's not being held back in AEW because AEW allows people to go and wrestle other places. So it's not like they're pigeonholed and they got to just stay in AEW. They get to go and venture out and do things. So I wouldn't say they're necessarily holding her back, but letting her hone her craft. And when
Yeah.
it's time for her, we gonna have something for her. And man, we've already seen Willow against certain people. She can hold her own. So
Oh yeah.
I don't think they're holding Willow back, but the turmoil with the women in the locker room or the production of the women, that is true. We talked about it, last couple of matches they've had, and they just look really buckshot lariat, bow. But I think that I think that Tony will fix it. It will just he needs to just need a little put more little importance to it.
Doug says, "What do you think of RVD? When Jack was running away, I thought some other ECW guy was going to come in and stop Jack." Hey,
No, it was cool just for RVD to show up. I mean, and plus, it was just to kind of tease. All right, you want to talk about these ECW guys and what we were and what we're not and all that. All right, no problem. I got a guy who's from ECW and who's still lacing up them boots, and he want to
absolutely.
come say something to you. So I ain't have no problem with that. And it's cool because later on RVD challenged them for the FTW championship next week. So we get to see RVD wrestling in AEW against one of the young talents. So you get to see a legend wrestle with a up and coming young talent. Well, not up and coming, but somebody that's been in in AEW who's earned his name, who's now on a new turn and a new character, and he's on the up and up. So definitely gotta kind of be up for that. I don't expect a fantastic match, but it's nostalgia. it is what it is. William says, man, that WWE kangaroo graphics for the flip flop guys is beyond bad. Yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah, it is.
And
But
I think,
it has its moments.
and speaking of having this moments, man, speaking of turmoil, man, there's been over the last few months, man, recently within the last, I say since January, there's been a lot of talk of who's going to stay in AEW, who might leave. The elite, of course, or the topic of that discussion. Well, today is official, like referee whistle. They've officially re-signed. They're going to stay on in their respective roles, as well as the originals in the Dark Order. They're going to stay with AEW. And we had a few more re-signings, man. So, hey, what does this say to you, man? Because hey, the elite, they could have been that next big thing. They get on up out of WWE. Kenny Omega specifically after the whole CM Punk thing. They all elected to stay. Dark Order. We feel like they've been misused from time to time. They chose to stay. What does this say, despite all the rumors of the backstage morale in AEW, to you?
That the grass ain't always greener on the other side, and
Yeah.
that these guys realize that they could there's some value to them, and they can go to the WWE, but will they be at the level in WWE that they are in AEW? And that matters to some people. You can go get the bag from WWE, but that don't mean you're gonna be in good competition. You're gonna be doing something interesting, or what I'm saying, you just won't be a waste. Like, I'm sorry, man. We see how they handle tag teams in WWE.
Yeah.
If I'm the Young Bucks, I ain't got no faith in them. I mean, even though
Yeah.
the Young Bucks was more of a nostalgia act together, WWE would try to find some way to separate them, and I wouldn't want that. So the grass ain't always green on the other side. Plus, when you look at the amount of people we have in wrestling now,
Yeah.
WWE's got a hard enough time trying to promote the guys they got. So you're
Come
gonna
on.
bring in 3 more guys that's gonna need as much TV time as some of these people you want to push, and they're just coming in the door, and
Yeah.
they've never been there before. Like,
Yeah.
there'll be a nostalgia act for a minute, but that's but after a while, it's like, all right, what you gonna really do with them? So I can understand why some guys stay, and plus, AEW's bag's gotten a little bigger, so Tony can offer a little bit more, and guys can be comfortable and happy with what they're getting.
Crypto, the LCJ says, how many more meetings does the JAS need to have? I mean, come on, they're gonna run
I
that
mean,
thing out.
they gotta milk that, man. Lee says MJF is one of the only true wrestlers anymore. I respect that dude. He is a blast from the past. He is most definitely a throwback to that old school kind of heel, which is what we like about him, and the fact that he has, he's got the leeway in AEW that he has, which allows him to be that certain type of guy. Which is why people say, well, can he do that in WWE? I don't think so, because I mean, people already compare him to the Miz, and if the Miz can't do it in WWE, I damn sure don't expect to see him. He'll be more of a comic joke. I don't like right now, man. I feel like they got a hard time trying to balance Grayson Waller and Austin Theory, because to me, them two kind of almost seem too much similar. They got to find a way to differentiate them and kind of keep them as their own thing, but yet keep them relevant. I feel like MJF going there, even if he's on SmackDown, it still don't matter. It's like you watch Raw, you see the Miz, then you watch SmackDown, you see Miz 2.0. And it's like no WWE fan is going to really respect it or see it that way. So only us, because we're seeing its greatness right here in this company. So it's like, nah, bro, you better off staying where you at. But it makes for good TV for him to throw it out there that he can.
Cody said, Doug says, Cody still part owner of part of AEW. Is Cody part owner? I seen him in some of the video packages. No, I mean, Cody was an AEW original.
No, he gave all that up when he left. So he's not a part of the company anymore. But I'm sure Tony Khan's not gonna cut him out like Vince would do people.
Yeah.
Like you can't expect Tony to cut people out like Vince. Vince will cut somebody out in a heartbeat if they pissed him off or they did.
Bro, how many times has he X'd out like Ric Flair, Roddy Piper?
Man, just so many people, man. Like, hey, dude, he'll X people out in a heartbeat. Tony's not that way. He's gonna pay Tony respects the business. He's gonna pay respects to those who who've helped pave the way. Man, that
Yeah.
Swerve right now, Swerve and AR Fox is putting on a beat down on a couple of Darby's boys. I truly feel that Toni respects what Cody's brought to the AEW. He helped bring
Yeah.
something to AEW when it started up. He was a big major force, and when it was coming up, so there's a mutual respect and there. So I don't see Toni throwing shade at Cody.
Yeah, not at all. And then too, man, Cody, he just came out with his documentary on Peacock. And even though he's part of
We don't have to
WWE,
talk about that. We had to watch that and talk to the people about that. Maybe we should do that tomorrow or something. We'll talk later about that to confirm.
No, absolutely. But even though Cody said what he said in the past about AEW and the gatekeeping and not wanting to be part of management just because he felt like, and he's been a little more transparent. When he first went back to WWE, his intentions, people were kind of like, all right, bro, like, really, what was your intention? And he said this now. He said, my dream was to do what my dad couldn't do, but what he would have done. And that's sell out a 10,000 seat venue that wasn't WWE to lead a company that was truly a legitimate alternative to the biggest promotion in the world. And then now that I got that done, I've done that. I've gave other people jobs. I made this a competitive marketplace, but my goal has never been not be the WWE champion. So, and even then, even in his video, he showed love to be, to the elite. He talked about, his time in AEW. So it's like, again, that mutual respect is there. And again, we should say what we want about Cody, say what you want about Tony Khan. We know they both got love for the business and they both fans over their heart. But King, hey, I'm swinging this back to you. This is AEW. Talk to the people.
All right, man. We was answering the people's questions, man. The people asked the questions. We were answering their questions, man. Real quick. Chet, I need to know. Chet, real quick. I need to know what you're talking about, man. You say quit switching sides. I'm turned around. I need to know what you're talking about that. Doug says I like MJF, but I think he's playing with Adam. I could be wrong. No, because we're trying to figure that out. William says watching Cody wrestle is like eating cereal without milk. Yeah, it scratches up the root of your mouth, like eating Captain Crunch. Doug says, man, this question has nothing to do with AEW, but why is Vince being investigated by the feds? Taxes, money, who knows? It's Vince. It's the feds.
Yeah.
They can show.
Don't forget, a lot of this happened too when they were digging into him, man. When they tried to get him out, when he quit last year, and then tried to come back, and then they. But a lot of people was like, man, he had back surgery recently, and they were like, damn, it's quite ironic how now you dropped a statement in the middle of back surgery about you currently being investigated again. So like, hey, somebody says he gonna show back up in court with a back brace now.
Hell no. Nah. Damn, man, there's some Cody. People do not like Cody. Lee says, I would rather watch Cody's wife cooking show than watch him wrestle. Hell no.
Hey, to be fair, the show's entertaining, but Brandy can't cook. Cody can't wrestle. So I'll take Cody.
I'll watch that. Doug says, interesting, and thank you. But most definitely, man. We want to talk to the people, man. Y'all know, hey, ask questions, man. We'll give you our.
Hey, man, look, hold on. It's the Wednesday night block party. It's episode 200 of Dynamite. Hey, look, we understand what's going on the TV screen. When something big happen, we talk about it for the people. But right now, man,
it's 9:28, man. We got time. We gonna get into the show, but we gotta talk to the people. We gotta talk wrestling with the people.
Hey, man, I gotta hit it with that. We gotta hit it with that Daniel Garcia.
You gotta put some. You gotta put some thrust into it, man. But we talking.
We said elbows.
So you gotta put them elbows. You gotta have that space. They got huge. But we talking to the people, man. The people want to know things. We gotta answer the people. But
absolutely.
To start this off real quick, man, we're running through the first hour of the show because we came on. We watched the Adam Cole MJF stuff. And then we let that we let that go, and then we decided to come on. But to start off the show, man, we got Sammy and Daniel Garcia, Mr. Going up against Jericho and my boy Takeshita, aka Takeshita. Dude, what? Not a bad match. It wasn't a bad tag match, but the Jericho being shocked that Don Callis hit Garcia with the bat. It was genuine because obviously I think Jericho just wanted to beat him. Like if he was gonna beat him, he was just gonna beat him. He wasn't gonna really try to do anything crazy. Right now, so we got Aussie Open going up against Vikingo and I think I forgot who the other person was that fast.
Vikingo. I would assist you, but your TV a little faster than mine. So give me a second.
I got it in a second, man. Komander. It's Vikingo, El Vikingo. Vikingo and Komander going up against
hold
the
on. That's what
Aussie.
we got going on. Oh,
Yeah,
Tony
yeah,
Khan,
yeah,
he's
yeah, yeah.
showing out.
And I think it's for the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championship. So yeah, matter of fact, it is because what's the name's holding the belts up. We're gonna get into that real quick, but I you can see the genuine in it with Jericho, which is why Champ says, how many more meetings do we have to have? Because man, they're really hurt. They're really hurt, man. They appreciate Jericho, and he's not appreciating his people. So
But let me ask you,
Jericho got an issue.
but let me ask you, is this the beginning? Okay, two-parter. Are we breaking up the JAS
Yes,
or
it's running
so?
toward.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. So then let me ask you this: is this the start of the JAS members going face, or is it just breaking up the JAS and
Well,
some may be face, some might be heel?
let's be real. Ty's gonna be out because she's pregnant.
Yeah,
Sammy and Daniel will be probably more. I don't know about the 2.0 guys. They'll just be there.
yeah.
And Anna Jay may do something more on her own, or she may join her dude and start being a valet for him.
Mm.
And with his new heel turn, so
Mm-hmm.
I can see her doing that with Jungle Boy. I can see that happening. But outside of really anybody else, I don't really think anybody else outside of Garcia and Sammy is really going to do anything really big. William says, man, when do we get Omega MJF match? Omega or Daniel Bella? The best of the best. So I want to see more. I have a feeling it's going to come back. I have a feeling it was going to come back around before he got hurt. Before Daniel Bryanson got hurt at Forbidden Door and he had that surgery on his arm. I think they were working back around to
Yeah.
Omega versus Daniel Bryanson. So if he comes back, whenever he comes back healthy, I think we'll get into it. But it's not over because they didn't have a finish. So we got to get a finish to that because the last match was a 60-minute classic. So we definitely got to get okay, who's going to win?
Right.
So, but I don't know when we're going to get it because right now, like I said, my boy is out with an arm injury. Tony came out to give thanks to the people for watching all 200 episodes, and
Yes,
and
sir.
excited for the people and what they did over in London for Wembley for All In. And he gave us a nice little video package of just over the years of all the stuff that's happened. Then of course Jungle Boy came out to talk his shit, but Jerry Lynn said, of course he introduced RVD. RVD came out. We all saw that, which was actually kind of cool. Which again, think about this now. If RVD showed up on a Dynamite and the crowd was the way it was, imagine a Goldberg just showing up to spear, jackhammer, and then leave. Okay, no wrestling match. Just show up to spear. And I'm saying spear. Okay, or you walk out, you look at him, you give him a little chuckle, you spear. I don't care who the hell it is. You spear him, you jackhammer. You play to the crowd and then you walk your ass out. Or you.
But you know what? But you know what? You got to give him that. But he got to do that spirit that he gave Dolph Ziggler at SummerSlam like 3 years ago.
The person who, whoever he's doing it, got to make sure they do their part.
Yeah.
Dolph made that look. I mean, the only two people I've ever seen that made a spear look really bad is, I want to say it was somebody in WCW. I can't remember who it was. I can't think of the name right now. And actually 3. The Rock took one when The Rock took it when Goldberg first showed up. That was a nice spear. Yeah. And Dolph Ziggler was like those two spears. It was like, damn, Goldberg, he broke them dudes in half. I mean, the one he gave to Brock was cool too when he first came back and fought Brock. That was cool. But I
just think it looks so nasty with Dolph. Dolph is so much smaller. So when Goldberg got that extra spring when he went off
Dolph let his body loose like that little flimsy thing in the car lot that be flipping around. That's how Dolph put that spear like he was that little thing, man. That's what made that look so cool. But I don't need Goldberg to do much other than that. Continue on so we can catch up with this match because Aussie Open right now is having a nice little battle with the Komander and Vertigo. They Vikingo. They are really Vertigo. Yeah, I know. But we had a package for Toni Storm versus Shida for the AEW Women's Championship, which we're going to get in the main event, which looks like. And then, of course, man, we had a nice little triple threat match, 3-way match. Trent Beretta, John Moxley, Penta Nero. Man, these guys, they beat the hell out of each other. They use tacks, tables, chairs, the kitchen sink. the mom's basement steps, whatever you want to think, they used it in this short little bit of time in this 3-way match they had. It was a cool little match. Of course, we got all the chaos. Chuck came out and challenged Claudio and Moxley to this Friday, or should I say Rampage? Well, Rampage will be in. They said it was going to be in Daly's place, which I'm guessing this will actually be a live or it'd be a pre-taped show, probably early in the day or whatever. But they'll be in Daly's place, and they challenged them to a parking lot brawl. So we're gonna get the Best Friends versus Claudio and Moxley in a parking lot brawl. I can only Sue is gonna. I just want to see Sue.
Bruh,
I'm just here to see Sue show up and run Moxley over with the car. That's all I'm here for, man. That's all I want to see. I just want to see Sue show up. You know, say what's up, mom, and boom. All right, get off my baby, and then drive off. That's all I wanted. That's all I'm there for, man. Anything else happens. But that's what they did with that. Nice little match. Real quick before we get back into the questions, what did you think of the match, man?
Dude, I loved it, and the fact that my boy Trent picked up the victory, I'm like, hell yeah, like let's go. We starting to see a more serious side of the Best Friends, and to be fair, we said this, bro. It's an absolute crime that the Best Friends have not yet won tag team gold in AEW. Yeah. So I mean, hopefully this could be the start of something more serious for them. Hopefully they, end up, going on the tag team title chase, and then eventually win.
I don't care if it's Ring of Honor, AEW. I just want to see them with some gold around their waist. Like, man, they deserve it. They've been a hot act in AEW for years. Like, they have been one of the hottest acts in AEW. The crowd loves to see them. They've always been behind them. It's more than time for them to win some gold, which I wouldn't be mad if it happened at All In. That would be big. Or All Out. They may have to save it for All Out because All In is too big already as it is.
Absolutely. And then, of course, I know you was over there, man. Your toes was very tingly when your boy Penta came out. I'm surprised you didn't, real quick.
You know, all day, every day. All day.
And then, of course, Mox did what he did. But the one thing, and then so we can move on. The one thing I will say, I feel like everybody got an equal amount of shine. I don't feel like anybody in this match got too much attention or didn't get enough. I feel like everybody looked really good, and the match flowed. I know we talk a lot about 1-2 steps in AEW and a little too much choreography. I feel like
it was controlled chaos in a way. Yeah,
and all the tables broke. Would you believe it?
Easy. They broke. You didn't have to get body slammed through the table 4 times just for it to break right. Like, yo, somebody cut the wood right. Finally, damn.
Hey, back in the day, man, when family would come over for big family gatherings, you got the stereotype of, breaking out the fine dishes, the fine china. And Tony Khan brought out this good tables tonight.
Hell yeah, man. You know how it is, man. But no, I thought that was a good match. I love the match. Right now, like I said, this is a good tag match right now we're getting going on. We got to definitely catch up with this. But and then, of course, RVD said that he wants to challenge Jungle Boy. And then, of course, we got the MJF Adam Cole promo, which we talked about starting the show. And then, of course, the Elite came out and beat up Jeff Jarrett, Jay Lethal, and Sunday Sun, and all that stuff. And we are here right now, man. But we got to catch up to some of these questions, man. You got to go back up too.
I want to make sure I got everybody. Hold on, let me get this last one up. Bam! I want to make sure I brought everybody up on the screen just to get us on the screen time. Not going back here.
You gotta move the. Yeah. I can't remember the young man name.
Nick Wayne.
That just started in AEW. I think he's 18 years old and a friend of Darby. Do you think AEW will give him a big push? Right now, he's going to be. Ooh, damn! These boys actually trying to win these titles. I think he'll just get an opportunity to wrestle on Dark and Revelation. He'll do all the dark matches and stuff like that. They'll build him up. But right now, really, these dudes just held hands and flipped. These dudes just held hands and backflipped off the damn top rope. Like, what the hell? Like, come here, let me hold your hand. Okay, let's go. All right, I'm sorry.
Hey, like, I love you, bro.
Right, like, come on, bro. We're together, man. We got this. What are they thinking? No, ain't no way. Double 450? Damn, I've never seen 2 people jump off and hit one man with a 450.
At the same time.
A 450. That's a 900? That's a is my math right? I don't know.
Let's see. Hold on, wait. Yeah, 450. Yeah, that's 900. You're right.
All right, that's 900. Okay. All right, I got it on the first try. All right, bet. That's like ECC coming.
Hey. It's like 5 plus 5 is 10. Carry the 1. Oh, okay.
Yeah. 900. That's a 900. They just hit the boy with a 900. Oh man,
Right.
but I'm not sure, Doug. I think he'll get more dark matches before he comes up, as long as he shows promise. Lee says Dolph and Maya are the most talented people that you get shitted on by the WWE. They must have done something bad in the past, and they just don't have no faith in Dolph. They just saw him as a reject. Damn, they just powered. Ooh, they just threw that boy down. Aussie open with the retention. Dolph just looks like a reject Shawn Michaels, and he was getting hated on by Vince. That's why he got played. But yeah, we gonna keep moving on. Miz. He said Dolph and Miz. That's what he's talking about. Miz. The Miz has just never been looked at. The Miz is different from Dolph. The Miz has always done what they wanted. That's the reason why the Miz keeps doing what he's doing and that's why he gets to win the way he wins. That when he gets championships and he's got to be a 2-time Grand Slam champion and all that stuff, because Miz just always did whatever Vince wanted him to do, regardless if it was serious, jokey, whatever. Miz just did it. Dolph, on the other hand, was something different. William says best triple threat match, best triple threat than the one Penelope brought up a while back. Hey, you a fool. Chris says, man, two coaches make a run at SummerSlam to help Cody. No, I ain't making a run at SummerSlam to help Cody, not against Brock. What was the one before that? Hold on, I'm behind. He says, Doug says AEW has a lot of young guys who can fly in the ring. Do you think AEW will ever have a lightweight championship belt? They do. It's just not called that. Maybe I don't know. They got enough titles, so I don't think they'll bring that title in. Because anybody can challenge for the TNT championship. Anybody can challenge for the Mid-Atlantic championship. I don't see as we got Chris Statlander versus wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute. I'm sorry, I got distracted. Chris Statlander, was that Mercedes
Martinez.
Yeah, Mercedes Martinez. Ooh, that might be a slobber knocker right there. So I don't see them adding no more championships. But the smaller guys can get title shots for those TNT and the Mid-Atlantic. Ricky Starks is going to fight CM Punk with Ricky the Dragon Steamboat as the official on the side. Chris Statlander versus Mercedes Martinez for this Saturday's Collision. But we'll be watching SummerSlam. Gonna let you know that right now. AEW Tag Team Championships, Big Bill and Brian Cage versus FTR. Oh, damn. All right. As we about to get Shida versus Toni Storm coming up next. So yeah, I don't see no more belts. The champ says LCJ.
Hey, let me read this one because he's talking spicy right now.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, he's talking spicy. He says the LCJ has decided that he doesn't want to wrestle a second-class challenger, so the offer is off the table. Franchise. The LCJ would stay happily undefeated and retire with the loserweight title.
That sounds like a cop-out.
Well, let me tell you this, man. I'm gonna make this real short and sweet because this is 200 episodes of AEW Dynamite. The franchise, I want to get upset. I want my feelings to be hurt or hurt your feelings because we for the people. Fuck your title. All right. Next up.
Damn. You know you want that championship. Lee says, man, they owe Ruby a title run. I want to see it. I'm not with you on that, bro.
See, I said that when she first came to AEW. But then she hasn't really done much since. I mean, Toni Storm has come in.
I'm more with Toni Storm getting a title run than I am with Ruby.
But Toni proved herself though, because you remember,
and that's why
when she first came in.
I'm sorry, Ruby had an opportunity, and even when she won, people were mad that she won when she did come in because they didn't feel like she should have came in and won like she was just. Like she shouldn't have came in like she was just this great person. Like she's good, but she shouldn't have won what she did when she first came in. She should have put on a good showing and then build up to it. That's where they screwed up with that. So that's why Ruby didn't get the love. But Toni was different because Toni came in that way and earned it. And then that's why that's why I see it better for Toni.
Let me ask you this. Is it time? Do you think enough time has passed for Nyla Rose to possibly be back in the running for AEW Women's Championship. Not even necessarily say that she's going to win it, but to make it, make a serious run.
Give her
at
something
it.
more to do. At least do that. Give her more to do. You got too many. She needs to be more involved. That if anything, just be more involved. That's about it. Just not have these one-off matches every now and then, and we don't see you no more. Like I understand what they're doing with her and Shafir. That's fine. I have no problem with that. She's helping Shafir, but I want her more involved in the wrestling. Like you got a lot of women. You have more women to utilize now. This is the reason why a lot of people are complaining about the women's division in AEW, but not just in AEW, both AEW and WWE. As we got Shida getting ready to come out, so we about to finish this thing here, so we can sit here and watch this main event. Oh wow, look at that, man. The champ, the LCJ showed up, man. He says, man, there has to be a swerve coming in the MJF Cole match. Yeah, I most definitely do. Doug says, I think that also, which I'm pretty sure to our previous point in question that he asked. Joe says, screw that LCJ. Hey man, I think you got backing for the championship. You're gonna get it. Will says Ruby got played like when Cena gave Nikki the STFU. You stupid. But you're for but Ruby kind of played, but she did get played, but I think Toni tried to push her too far to the moon. I think that was the problem. She didn't deserve that. Like we wanted to see her, but she didn't deserve that. Gerald in the building, man.
What's happening?
Man, the folks is out. All right,
hey,
man.
Look.
So we got all that. We caught up, man. We saw all the stuff that happened, as we were watching it. Aussie Open beat the Komander and Vikingo. Pretty good match, but they retained the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championships. And now we are on the women getting the main event spot on the 200th episode. Shida versus Toni Storm. All right.
Yeah.
Toni is really good at listening to the fans.
I was just about to ask you that. I was just about to say that.
So we're gonna see if he listened to the fans. If this turns out to be what I believe it can be, I'm not mad at him. I'm glad. Thank you for listening. You highlighted the women. You gave them the main event spot. It's for the championship. You put two people in the ring. We got confidence in. Cool. I need them to do their part. It ain't all on Toni, because at the other end of it, they got to do their part in the ring to sell the people on what it is they got to do. So
here's the thing too. Not only are you in the main event, but you got a nice chunk of time, bro. Right now, I mean, even if it goes off at 10 o'clock, you got 13 minutes right now.
It's a championship match, man. It can run over. Even though it may not technically run over, but it's a championship match. It's 60 minutes regardless. That's one thing Toni honors. It don't matter what time we go off. This is a championship match. It's 60 minutes. So if we go over 10 o'clock, guess what? Hey, we still running this mud. Let's go.
And both these women are two of the hardest hitting women. So you ain't gonna see no punches being pulled tonight. It's gonna be a ton of ass kickery. William says, off topic, you guys watching the Browns tomorrow on Cannon? William, you must be from Cleveland.
Come on, man. We from the man. It's the 216, bro. It's a 216, man. Look here, man. We everything Cleveland, brother. Look here, man.
All day.
Everything Cleveland, baby. I ain't got the other hat. I ain't got you. Look, I ain't got my championship hat down here, brother. Man, but yeah, we it's 216 all day, every day over here, bro.
Bro, have you been seeing the dumbass shit online where people been acting like non-playable characters?
Oh yeah.
Hey. So he like, are you gonna watch the Cleveland Browns? Cleveland Browns, undefeated, gang.
Man, look here, man. It's the Hall of Fame game. It's against the Jets, so we're gonna get to see Aaron Rodgers play the first quarter in the new team.
Hey, bro, let me tell you. And the Browns and the Jets had the first ever Monday night football game ever for the NFL. Yeah, let's run it back. Let's go up against Aaron Rodgers and whatever that ayahuasca shit he be drinking. Go.
Joe says, man, with no Jamie Hayter, no Jade, and Britt not being herself lately, hard to get the women's division going again. Saraya too hasn't been in a match in some time. Well, Saraya, we've understood. We didn't think she was gonna just go hard. 100%. We had to see how well she really is. How much can she take before it's like, all right, you can't really do this. Like, you really, really can't do this. Like, even if you heal, you really can't do this. So right now, I feel like there's more to it. Jade has really been on. Jade has been doing a lot, even though You got to think about Jade won what 65 matches in a row. Like,
And bro, he was undefeated for like 2 years straight.
yeah, like it's like she showed up. Like even though there were times we're like, man, this is a good time for Jade to be on TV, but she's done a lot of she did a lot of wrestling.
Yeah.
So she deserves some time off. Britt Britt still has that back injury, man. That her back is really been messing with her. So I'm not really that's why I'm glad that we have damn Tony, why you gotta crawl like that? Uh you'll see it in a second. I just feel like a lot of them women they needed some time off and some are injured. So it's like man, we gotta we got some of these other women got to step up. So you got these Willows and all these other women. We're seeing them step up, and they just don't. But Tony just got to put them. He's got to give them enough time to develop and for people to see.
And my thing is too, like I don't buy the fact that Jamie Hayter, Jade, and Britt, not being there and for the time being at least is not enough for the women's division, because right now, like I said, you got Toni Storm, you still got Anna Jay, you still got Willow, like you said, you still got Shida. You have so many people. It's just again, it's the execution of the women in the match and then them being put in the position to succeed. So it's like, because you have more than enough women right now. Chris Statlander, we wanted her back. That was the thing. Oh, well, when Chris Statlander come back, man, that'd be a boost to the women's division. Okay, she back. Okay, Jade, same thing. Jade has made it known she doesn't need wrestling. Her and Brandon Phillips or whatever, she already had money before she came into this thing. And she's made it known several times. And she even replied to a fan online. They say, are you coming back anytime soon? And she flat out has said no. So, that is what it is. I mean, so many people shit on Jade when she was wrestling. It's like, you can't be begging for her to come back now. If she come back, cool. If not, I'm not going to say.
But there were a lot of people that shitted on her, but there were a lot of people that rocked with her, man. It was like, it took time. Like as the time got on, she did get better. Yeah, there's still moments, but then again, I don't expect perfection in wrestling. Yeah. I expect I expect your best effort. Like give me your best effort. You can never be perfect in wrestling. We can call near perfect matches, but still, you can never expect that. So, but man, I like Jade. I love Jade.
I love Jade.
Green is money, baby. Come out with the flexing on them all the time. I mean, come on, man, of course, I love to see the Black Queen, whooping ass, no doubt about it. But at the same time, man, she was charismatic. She can talk shit, and it was what it was. But I can also understand from her standpoint why it's not a big, huge thing for her to come back. Doug says, man, that the Shayna versus Ronda Rousey match, as long as they show up and do what they supposed to do, I'm gonna be happy with that. Gerald, I gotta mention this, man. I hope the Cleveland Browns make the Super Bowl at least once. Hey, me too, bro. Me too.
And we're gonna win.
And I get to live to see it before I die. I got the Cavs. I've seen the Indians make it plenty of times. I just want them to actually win one. Right. Whatever. We watched the Cavs do it. Hey, that I can check that off the bucket list. I need the Browns to do what they do. Lee says, damn, bro, Paige has went hard a lot of times. She has. It was before the big major injury. Before the injury, Paige was a beast. Paige was one of those young and up and comers. Like, yeah, she gonna be a force in this league. Like, I believe she could. I think she could have really been Charlotte Flair's greatest rivalry if she was healthy. Is Jay? Oh, of course, Gerald says Jay is still wrestling, which we answered no. But if she does decide to come back, it'll be on her time. I can't wait until Willow turns heel. Me too, Doug. Me too. Because man, when she stops smiling and being that happy-go-lucky chick that she is, and she start putting the smackdown on these bitches, man, I am going to be happy about it. I can't wait for Willow to turn heel. You and me, Doug, man, we right there.
But see, that's the thing. When she do turn heel, bro, it's got to be on something like it's got to be like super out of nowhere. Like you starting to see her get like a little more serious right now. But I think what she do, I think, man, bro, because you see you see what a heel turn did for Athena, because she was like lackluster
and still doing it,
bruh, out here beating bitch.
Man, like it's no other. I mean, she just beat the hell out of Willow, but Willow gave her that work right back though. And
Yeah,
people praised that match, like, yo, that was a really good match, man. And that's the thing and that's where Tony is getting that respect because it's like
yeah,
Ring of Honor, he's giving them these, they're still doing the pay-per-views. They still, they still do what they do.
right,
But
right, right.
people are getting opportunity, man. People are still wrestling and he's still keeping it relevant. So that right there, two companies, hey man, you keeping two companies relevant. One company that people are already, pretty much didn't want to go nowhere, and a new company you brought the folks. And you integrating them. You giving Ring of Honor that spotlight because you're putting them on the network TV. You give the tag team champions and other people opportunity to come on and wrestle and to show the world, hey, you know what? I need to start looking these boys up a little bit more. So that's the appreciation.
Speaking of Ring of Honor and like the building of the women, right? Because my thing is right now, like I said, we seen the women, they just headlined the last Ring of Honor pay-per-view. We got the women headline main event Dynamite tonight. Do you think Ring of Honor, and I understand we got a lot going on with like Rampage and Collision and all that. Do you think Ring of Honor, man, could be that training ground of sorts for the women and AEW? Like, because Athena, bro, she out there, she having fucking bangers in Ring of Honor, and and there's certain matches and matchups that I don't necessarily think Tony Khan would have given right away on AEW without.
I think that's more of timing than it is anything else. I think that's more of timing. The fact that when she came in, she came in hot, but Tony was getting a fluctuation of women coming in.
Yeah,
so it was like, I got, so but having that other company where it's like I still want you to do your thing. But I have this other play. Hey, you can go here and do what you do here. And do what you do. And Athena obviously is thriving in it and it's working for her. So I'm just thinking that's just more of timing. William says the Page Life Story movie was pretty good. I didn't really ever watch that. Champ says, man, people that criticize Jay forget that she was a true rookie. No experience, no training. She was thrust into the main event and made a champion so soon, and she greatly improved week after week in the ring and on the mic. She built her character, which is why the true people want to see her come back. And we want to see her come back because take some time. She deserves some time off, but we hope this isn't the last time we see her. Doug says, I'm surprised AEW doesn't have a woman in that role of China and Ripley. Well, that was Jade. That's who that was. She's just taking some time off right now.
And technically, you got that with Chris Statlander when you look at how
you kind of do. Yeah. Lee says, I think Saraya is hot, kind of a hot take, but I wish they would push her more. But she has to. Oh, I'm sorry, Shayna. I don't know about Shayna being hot, but I think with this match with Ronda, this is the best they've pushed her. I like this, what they're doing. And even if it's because Ronda is leaving or whatever, they're definitely giving her that shine as these two women are really actually giving it to each other right now in this match. Gerald says, man, I wonder when Lita is going to show up and will she help Becky Lynch out? I could see that happen. Athena turned heel. Athena been heel for a long time, bro. Gerald, she's been heel for a long time. William says, man, King, send me your P.O. box so I can send you some Pistons gear. That cast stuff needs to be. No, bro, I'm good. Do you think the Acclaim is where they need to be, or do you think they could go further in WWE? No, I don't see them going further in WWE.
It's crazy. You talk about a joke. Like, and I love the Acclaim. They have won over the franchise. Ever since day one.
Won over the crowd. They've won over the crowd.
Bro, I call them speakers over beats, non-rapping asses. And look, now I look forward to when they come out. Bro, you go to WWE.
You wait for what Matt Cass is going to say. Like, bro, what you saying this week? What you going to say this week, bro?
Bro, you go to WWE. One, it's going to be watered down as shit. And then two, it's just, people are already kind of annoyed that Cody really didn't change his gimmick from the American Nightmare of AEW. Then he went to WWE and still kept it. So, but that works for him, I don't know if you're going to be able to let that claim be truly the claim. And as much as they talk shit about Vince and WWE right now, I can't see that right now for the time being, but without them getting buried first.
Right. Yeah, no doubt about it. No, which is why the Young Bucks and a few other people, I couldn't see that either. Right now, man. And, all right, but we got to talk about this main event, man, because these two,
Yes, as brother, women are killing it right
women,
now.
they've been going at each other right now. Ruby Soho threw the kendo stick in the ring. She'd picked it up, but the referee, not being a dumbass, he didn't pick it up and slide it out the ring. He let them throw it in there. Didn't throw nobody out. And She'da hits her with it. Bow! Yeah, hit Ruby Soho with it. There you go. Hit Saraya with it. There you go. Now throw it away because the match, the card is supposed to go off at 10:05, but we're gonna see what happens. Oh, and there goes the cheap shot. The green spray into the face. Toni Storm putting that thing in her chin. And She'da kicked out. Never mind. She'da kicked out. Never mind. Do you think Guns will ever go to WWE? No.
Hell no.
No. They have
I
to
mean,
they have
do
they have to do a lot before they go to WWE and get some respect. They don't get there just because they Billy's sons and do
I mean,
something.
shit, they got rid of Billy ass.
Oh, one, two. Oh shit! Oh shit! She pulled it off.
I'm not there just yet. Who won though? Who won?
My bad. You should know by my reaction.
She'da pulled it
Hell
out.
yeah! I'm sorry, bro. That one came. That came. That. Wow! Wow! Wow!
Hey, and it's crazy because
Wow!
everybody in the crowd is on their feet right now. Everybody.
Wow!
All right. So what? She'da what? Is she a what? 3-time AEW champ? What,
Three
two?
times, two times AEW Women's Champion.
Hell yeah. Damn. All right. Yeah. We go off with a bang. We got the confetti in the ring and
I
everything.
got to go back because they was having a nice little back and forth right there because she sprayed her with that shit. I guess she didn't get it, or she'd have been so used to them doing that to her, she kind of maybe blocked it enough,
Got immune to it.
or was she maybe she was able to close her eyes so it wouldn't burn her as much. But Toni,
Tony was in this bag tonight.
yeah, Toni. I mean, they were in a bag tonight. It was a pretty good match. I'm not mad about this match. They got time. They definitely kept the crowd hype. Uh-uh. Damn, that's a hell of a position, Tony. All right, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But yeah, nah, man. That okay. She picked that up. She got her. She got her.
All right. So it's official
Yeah.
like a referee whistle, man. We got a new Hey, but shout out to Toni Storm, 2-time AEW Women's Champion. Hell of a reign. She absolutely did her damn thing with that belt, man. So all love. Shida. It's nice to see her got it again. Hey, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. I am not
Oh,
mad
y'all mad
at it.
about what I've been doing with the women? I got y'all. I got
Hell
y'all. Here
yeah.
you go. Here you go. Just to make up for it. But I hear what y'all been saying. But I got y'all. Here you go. Didn't see that happening. I'm gonna be honest. I thought Toni Storm was gonna retain.
Oh, I mean, of course.
I wanted to be a good match, but I thought Toni was gonna retain. But she ended up getting that victory.
But
Hey,
now you could tease Tony going after that AEW again. She could go after TBS, or she could just chill for a minute. And,
you know
maybe
what?
ROH.
You know what? As right now, as we got Champ saying, "Wild Doug says, what a title change." Lee says, "What's up with Becky Lynch having Taylor Swift ass syndrome?" Hey, she's been born with that. Doug says, "One day I want to see Britt Baker versus Charlotte Flair. Maybe. But right now, man, to end the show, not a bad women's match. It got about 15 minutes, 15, 14 minutes. Well, it went over a little bit over 10 minutes, so 10 o'clock. So, about 15 good minutes. But they went back and forth for the whole day. And Outcast didn't really interfere too much. So it wasn't really too much from them. Just when it looked like it was getting dire that they finally decided to do something. But it didn't affect too much. Just when you thought Toni was going to get it, Shida, being the tough badass that she is, she showed up and she showed out, and she's now she's now a two-time AEW Women's Champion.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
so it'd be interesting to see what sets up for All In moving forward with her. But other than that, man, AEW 200th episode, gotta say, um,
Oh, I think he froze up on me. Let's see.
Not bad. Definitely. I'll definitely get this like. We're gonna get something different for there you go. There he is. We're gonna get something different for All In. Maybe we'll get a rematch. Maybe it'll be Ruby Soho. Maybe this will be Soho's opportunity at the championship. Don't know if she'll win, but maybe this will be her, or maybe we'll get Toni again. Maybe Jay to come back. Who knows, man. Tony's planning on putting something on, and if he doesn't do it for All In, he's gonna do it for All Out because he got another pay-per-view 2 weeks later. So you got to keep that in mind. I don't expect him to put the best of the best, but I expect him to put enough for London and but still have something 2 weeks later.
No, no, absolutely, dude. Like I said, man, top to bottom. I mean, this card was Tony Khan, man. Hey, he did his thing. 200 episodes of AEW Dynamite, man. Much
It was
love.
a good show. I give it a 3. I give it a 3. I give it a 4 just on the title change. Like the
Yeah,
opening match
yeah,
was
yeah.
good. The triple threat match was good. Like you did a lot of setup for All In. You gave us the first official match, so it was like the show really, hit on certain points with me that I was really cool with. The main event was cool. I mean, I'll give it a solid 4. I'll give it a solid 4, man.
I mean, yeah, for sure. I mean, I can't be mad at it. Like, there was nothing on this card tonight that when I looked at it and I was like, you know what? It could have been better. Like, even the simple thing with, Jerry Lynn coming out, because I'm like, oh man, I really don't want to see Jerry Lynn versus versus Jack Perry. And then it was like when he came out, he had his excuses and like, well, not really excuses, but talking about his neck and all that. I'm like, all right. And then the crowd started chanting RVD. I'm like, I didn't read nothing on the dirt sheets about RVD. So that was a legit, genuine surprise. And to see he tried to hit that roundhouse, that jumping roundhouse kick, I'm like, oh boy, he can still get up.
Yeah,
All right.
hell yeah, man. Man, look, he might be. He was high, so he definitely had to bow. Doug says just throwing this out there. Dom is fighting Dragon Lee, and Ray is going to come out into Lee's corner. Music plays. Vicky Guerrero comes out. I hope not. Gerald says Io Sky is going to cash in at SummerSlam. Yeah, I think she will try. I think she'll try. But I still can't wait for the rivalry between her and Asuka to happen. Oh, that's going to be awesome. At least in my eyes, that'll be awesome. But this is AEW. We're gonna finish this thing out. Like I said, not a bad show. We definitely got some progress for All In. We got some setup for Friday. We got a parking lot brawl between the BCC and the Best Friends. Collision's got a couple of matches going. They got a title match going on. So it's gonna be a busy weekend this weekend. But because pay-per-views supersede TV shows, we will be live and direct from the East Side on SummerSlam. We will be watching SummerSlam. We will talk. Maybe we'll talk Collision Sunday. We'll talk about what happened on Collision Sunday or whatever. Maybe we should just shoot from the hip with the people. I got to talk with my bro, see what he got going on. But most definitely, without a doubt, tomorrow you are most definitely getting those predictions for SummerSlam because your boy needs to rebound real quick. I ain't even gonna lie. I need to rebound after NXT let me down. Then of course, man, we're gonna have that Friday night block party, man, as we always do, man. We gotta have a Friday night block party. And then of course, man, Saturday, live and direct, man. We're gonna come live with the Saturday night block party of SummerSlam, baby. The biggest block party of the summer. And you get to kick it with your boys at the GOW. So make sure, man, Saturday, do what you gotta do. Do everything you gotta do, man. And hey, show up and come hang out with your boys, have some fun. Let's watch the chaos and all the craziness that goes on. We're gonna laugh, we're gonna drink, we're gonna have a good time, and we're gonna enjoy our last it's not the last big bash, but we're gonna enjoy the last bash of the summer before school and winter comes. Shit.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. AKA the season to get these kids out the goddamn house.
Man, even when it's cold, get the hell out.
Get out, man. Get to stepping. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you once again for tuning in to another episode of GOW, the Generation Wrestling Podcast.
Hell yeah.
The very special 200th edition of AEW Dynamite. Y'all could be anywhere in the world, but y'all chose to hang out here with the good guys of the GOW. And with that being said, Thank you once
Said,
again.
woo! That's the block party. He know, he like, yeah. We see you Saturday, Drew. Doug, Lee, Will, Trent, Crypto, Earl, Leo. When we see all y'all, man, Penelope, we hope to see Penelope. I hope she all right. Hope everything's all good. Everybody, man, ice hockey girl, everybody, Kimberly, man, I hope is good, man. Hey, man, man, I ain't gonna lie, it's pay-per-view weekend, man. I'm pumped, I'm ready, man. Let's go because the block party's close, it's around the corner, so I'm ready to roll.
You know it. And with that being said, man, tomorrow we're coming to you live and direct, man, with them SummerSlam predictions. So we got that Friday night block party, and of course we got to cap things off with the SummerSlam watch along, live stream, block party, review, reactions, all that. But until then, I'm the franchise. He's the king. Peace.